Hello everyone. So in this lecture we'll be working on the directional counter system. Okay. So for that let's go ahead and open up the BP player. Right. We have the counter logic. So over here we have two logic, right? One is the long distance one, yeah, where we go to the AI and then we do the counter. So we don't need directions over here on this part, right? We only require directional counter when the enemy is already attacking us over here. Okay, so now this logic is from here, you'd say, is for the front one, right? So the front direction counter. So what I'll do is I'll actually first move counter up top, so I can drag it down a bit, and this part, right, where the counter teleport timeline starts, I'll move everything from there down below here, and I'll call this custom event, and this one will be front counter. Okay, now we need to have directional logic for the counter, and this logic will be similar to the logic that we are using in the FFCC, the hit direction one. So I can just copy this function, right, and paste it on the player over here, right, and we'll call this, instead of hit direction, we'll call this counter direction, and we'll only have like two uh yeah, two directions. Okay, one would be the forward and another one would be the backward, right? So only two. uh what I'll do is I'll do it from -90 to 0 and from 0 to 90. Okay, so 0 to -90 and 0 to 90 is forward, and otherwise it is backward always. Okay, for the direction. Now this is the counter direction, make sure that. So from counter direction, now this can, okay, yeah. So counter direction, who do we check it from? Obviously the current enemy, right? So sorry, not the current enemy, counter enemy. Okay, get counter enemy, that would be our instigator, and we'll switch on hit direction. Now we only want the forward and the backward. So forward we already have it, front counter, right? And then let's go ahead and make a custom event again, and this would be our back counter. Okay, so from backwards, let's call it back counter, and we almost require a similar logic to the front one, but with few changes. So I'll just copy paste this. Okay, and again play from start. Actually no, wait, we don't need a timeline. Let's do something. We'll use the move component to function over here. Okay, I think that would be the best choice that we have. So do we set the, no? Okay, so first what we'll do is we'll set the actor location and rotation. Okay, and that is already being done with the move component too. Okay, now this will be for the counter enemy. I want to get the root component. Okay, so Let's get the root component over here. And then the location, right? I'll delete these, okay? I don't think we need that. Let's make it closer over here. The location should be get actor location, and the collision is ignored, right? Okay. So also get forward vector, get actor forward vector. Now I want to multiply this with the offset, right? Now this, now this is your offset, okay? How much offset you want with the animation that you have, okay? And then we have the relative target. The target should be basically like find look at rotation, yeah. Now this can be 0.1 for short test. Now again, start would be the get actor location. That would be the target, right? And obviously this is the start. And once it's completed, we can actually set collision response to block. What I would do is I'll actually not set it to block yet. I want to set it to block after completion or after blend out, okay? I think that would be best. Okay, right now, I'm not actually like doing any montage animation over here at the moment, okay? So this one I can just remove it. Let's go ahead and see the montages first. It should be under assets, okay? So these are already provided for the Patreons, okay? Animations, okay? So take down counter, okay? So hit reaction behind, okay? So we need to create a montage. Okay, so these animations will be available for the Patreons, okay? Who are actually like in the ultimate tier or the animation tier, okay? So both these patrons will have access to the animations, okay? And I also have gone through the import process in the previous lecture, previous Patreon lecture as well, okay? So thank you. So let's go with the hit reaction. Now am underscore hit and counter. I'll create a montage and am underscore. Now this one would be counter player underscore 001 and this one would be counter enemy underscore 001, okay? I'll put it over there, and for the player I'll put it over here. Now there should be few things that I think should be put in, like let's go to our fight animations, finishers, animations, counters. We have the counter hit and the combat window, right, for the player, and for the enemy we don't have anything. So let's go do the same thing, okay? Counter, okay? So one would be the combat window, and over here would be the hit, counter hit. For the enemy we don't need anything, so let's go ahead and try this. Okay, my bad. So over here, this one should be minus 50, right? Forward is in front, so back would be minus 50, right? Also, yeah, make sure these are root enabled. Okay, counter behind, and this one as well. Minus 50 is way too close. Minus 90. Let's go ahead and check that. Yeah, looks good enough. Yeah. Also, it doesn't reset properly after the animation, so yeah, let's make sure that it should reset. Let's make the counter time to 0.2 second. 0.2 second, it should reset, right? To idle. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay, there's a bit of a bug over here, so let's go ahead and check that. So we do it on the forward and on the backward. It goes into reset, that is fine. So I'll yeah take that to the other screen. So yeah, sorry about that. Okay, that was proper. There comes the other one. Okay, fine. Okay, it does break on the counterpart. Okay, so there's a bug over here, right? Counter trace. So we need to fix that. Okay, so I'll show you this time around the other way. Okay. As you can see, the rotation did not work at all. Now see this one, see the bug over here. So now this happens whenever as the last counter, see, it bugs out on that location. So also if you see the error logs, you'll see we have quite a few of them, right? So first is the control logic that does not work on the teleport and kill. So let's go ahead and debug this piece of code as well. And the reason like we have a lot of bugs coming around, right? It's because the code base is increasing. We are adding a lot of things, right? Also, I get very less time actually to debug all of these, right? Since I'm not doing full time YouTube. Okay. That's why these pieces of codes are always prone to bugs, and I try to fix them as soon as they pop up, but yeah, it takes me some time. Okay. So counter, do counter switch, can play finish animation. So from here, get current health is less than equal to teleport and kill. So I'll say like over here, it's better to do it on over here again. Okay. Montage hit animation, that is fine. And let's check this one as well. So the point one is a bit off, I would say. So it's better to set it something like this. So this value still actually messes up a bit. So now let's go to the director. Okay, let's edit it. We have the check if player under attack, right? And is valid. If it is not valid, remove the player. Choose AI to attack. Is not dead and get attack player. Choose AI to attack is true. Okay. We are getting this array, right? Where are you getting this array from? So let's go and check this by name. You see, we are adding it over here on the BP grunt. When the BP grunt sees the player, it automatically adds it, right? Self over there. And over here we go add it with the add unique key. And obviously when the player loses, the enemy loses sight, right? And the enemy loses sight, we remove it from the player director, and then we set the value as an object, right? Okay, makes sense. Nothing wrong with this one. So dead is false, then we set it to attack player. Okay, it's in C++. Okay, that's fine. So enemy component. Player we set counter enemy to the owner that's attacking, right? And everything seems fine. So what's wrong when I teleport and kill, right? Now we get the current enemy over here, you see. And nowhere have we set the current enemy over here before we teleport, right? So that is one of the issue that we have been facing, okay, with this logic over here. And obviously I wanted to go through the debugging process with you guys as well, so it's easier for you to understand if a problem arises, where you should go to debug it, where the logics come from and everything, right? So always follow this process, okay, of debugging. So from here we need to set current enemy, right? So now we will get the counter enemy, we'll set it as our current enemy, right? And then we'll do the teleport and kill. Okay, now see, now actually it'll be easier if we do it with one person or one enemy. Okay, so for the sake of it, I'll actually move this guy up front. So 50, 30, now that was the last guy that I did the finisher on, right? Now see over here, I will not actually do any attacks on the enemy, otherwise it will set as the current enemy, right? So that's why I'll not do anything over here. The last enemy was that, right? Current enemy, so remember that. I'm just doing counters now. Also the direction does not work properly, so I'll have to look into that, okay, what the issue is. Yeah, okay. So the counter enemy is not set over there properly. So that's annoying. The counter is fixed. Okay. Okay. Finisher is perfect. The counter works just fine. So the second part of this video is fixing the counter because the counter does not get set properly, right? So we'll have we already set it once when he's going to attack, right? But secondly, like if the first time it actually fails when the enemy component sets the attack player over here, right? What we can do is we can go to now again, like tick isn't a good choice. Okay, so what we can do is we set the counter enemy over here, right? So let's do a set timer by function name. Okay, now this one will be set counter on player. Okay, now copy this whole thing, right? Paste it over here, and every 0.1 second it should be looping. Okay, and now this one is set counter on player. Oh, sorry, set counter enemy on player, and we will reset this one out when this is set to false, right? Over here. So we'll get this clear and invalid, right? Like this. And over here, we'll do the same thing that we have done over here, right? So what we can do to begin with is cut out this part, right? Call it over here like this. Then call the function over here once, okay? And then over here, we'll implement this logic, right? So it just calls it. Okay. So now let's go ahead and test this one out one last time. Okay. Okay, the counter bug seems to be fixed, and the last one is the counter hit, right? So what I'll do is in the AN counter hit, I'll increase the base damage to 40, so it's uh, two hit, and then the third kill will do the finisher, right? So easier to set it. Okay, his health is 40 now. Okay, that was weird. Okay, there's the finisher. That's fine. Did I get hit? Okay, I have to fix that later on. Okay, that is 0. Okay, so the 0 one goes. Yeah, it's a bit bugged on that part. So let's go ahead and finish that. But other than that, I think everything's working fine now. Okay, so let's go ahead, do that. Yeah. Hmm. So let's do it this way, right? If the current health minus this one is less than equal to 0, right? If it is less than equal to 0, then we'll do the counter, right? So I think this logic is much better. So let's go ahead and try that once again. Okay, these two are bugged as well, right? Okay. on the finisher part, not the finisher. Okay, sorry, the attack part. Let's check this one. Can play finisher. I mean, it's okay. Where? Right. The okay, my bad. So the behind damage is not being calculated over here, right? So obviously we need to put that one as well in this lecture. So in the counter animes, right? So we'll do that right about now. Also, another thing to fix is the rotation properly. Okay. So over here, instead of doing this one, what we should do is just get the actor rotation and just do it over here like this. Okay. For now, and you'll see that it should be working fine. Yeah. Why are they rotating? Wait. Yep. Seems fine. Yeah, the rotation seems fine. Okay, so the next part is from, like I said, the logic of this part. Okay, so in the FFCC, let's go there. I'll actually close all the other tabs now. Okay, FFCC, if we counter animes, this one, sorry. Okay. Okay, we set the counter animes over here, right? Okay, there's nothing. Oh, right, it's in the event graph. Sorry, set counter animes. So we just get a random from counter animes and then we check if they can play the finisher or not. We directly check it over here, right? Now, this is one of the issues, okay, that we are checking it over here. So this will be checked in two places after this one. Wait. It's from false, right? Okay. So from false, go over here. Now from here, we can directly go ahead and check this one, right? Now, because this is always the front one, it doesn't matter. We'll only get it from here. Anim sets randomly. Okay. Now from here, we'll have the issue, right? So not the issue, but also another check should be here. And again, the thing is, okay, no, this is the same counter montage that we play, right? Over here also it's the same, so I'll use a macro over here for the simplicity of it. So check counter finisher. Now this is the input, that is fine. Now this is from the false, right? And we'll do the same thing over here. From the false it goes over there, right? We don't need these anymore. But over here we certainly cannot use the same logic, right? For the anim set. So now this is you have the set counter animes. We get counter animes, so we set it over here, right, directly. So this is the main cause. Okay, so let's go ahead, put it over here. Now this is the forward direction animations montages that we are getting, right? And in the FFCC we have the anim sets. I think I set that in the yeah, I set it over here, my bad. Now I'll call this front counter anim sets. Okay, and I'll make another one. This one will be back counter anim sets. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and close this, make sure you see everything. I'll run it. Okay, so now that's set up. Let's go ahead and see. Obviously you need to call the proper one. Okay, there will be few instances like this one. What now? I didn't even change this one. What's it's complaining about? Okay. It was E. attack head direction. So this one was forward, this one was backward, right? I don't know why this messed up, but it did. Okay. Anything else? Right. The next part would be front montages, right? So if you go to your finishers, animations, counter, finisher, this is the decker, damage is 20. And for the back one also, we need to put in the exact details. Now, where was it? On the assets, clear. There we go. 90. Minus 90. So over here it will be back counter anim sets, right? And from the false, we'll go over here, back counter. Now we can wait. Hmm. Counter anims, break it. Sorry, the hit montage, right? Okay. You can also plug in the offset. Okay. This is less than equal to, so current health. Let's make it less than 1, and also let's do a print string over here. Let's append it so I can read it properly. Not over here, sorry. Health I'm already checking, right? So using a finisher. Okay, I'll go for yellow. Let's see. Using finisher is false, that is fine. False, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Oh, right. My bad, my bad, my bad. Right. We are doing it over here, right? Uh, Now is this from right, get counter animes? Now we want to break this, and this damage should be here, right? So sorry, my bad on that part. So what we need to do is over here make sure the damage is set to 40, and damage is set to 40 over here as well. Okay, and now let's go. Okay, perfect. There we go. And this does not actually set the attack to false, right? Counter to false. So that's a bug as well. So yeah, let's go to the character. No, not over here, sorry. FFCC blueprints. Actually, I can directly open it from here. No, wait. On the event graph itself, we have the finisher, right? teleport and kill. Okay. So enemy component, we have the finisher montage. So open up the BP. Finisher montage. Okay, wait. If it's a finisher, we do not need to reset it now, do we? Alright. So we'll just take these two functions and put it over here, okay? Set attack player to false and reset counter, okay? So now let's go ahead. As you can see, the rotation is fixed. Yeah, seems fine. Okay, everything seems to be working fine now. I don't see any other issues, okay? I'll just delete this, okay? And yeah, I think that's it for the counter. Also, if you want, just lower this distance because yeah, it looks, otherwise it looks bad. Instead, yeah, if it is greater than 500 only, then maybe do it. If it's more than 200, let's say, then we'll do. So this way it doesn't actually like look bad, right? So if they are really attacking you, only then you do the directional ones. Otherwise, like even if they are at a distance like that, we do a teleport and something like that. Yeah. So just check whatever looks good, whatever feels better for you guys. Yeah. But other than that, everything seems to be fixed more or less. Okay. So in the next lecture, I will do the beat down. Okay. So thank you guys. And also before ending, if you want to support my work and if you like it, then consider supporting me through Patreons. Okay. There are different tiers based on the needs of each of you. Okay. So there's an animation tier, there's a video tier, and there's an ultimate tier as well. And also, obviously, there's the official Patreon that just is there for if you want to support me. Okay. So, yeah, have a look at it once. Thank you.